Okay, so I sat down to record this video and I was thinking of coming up with like a crazy hook to hook you guys, and I just thought, you know what, why not just break down exactly how to literally go from 0 to 10 grand a month in 4 months flat, because this is what this video is exactly showing with proof, evidence, and pretty much irrefutable line of facts and evidence. You can't even deny this stuff. This stuff is so irrefutably in front of your face that to try and deny that this stuff works would be like trying to deny reality works. Now, I'm not trying to pass this off as it being easy, but it's actually quite simple. And pretty much everything I'm gonna say in this particular video, you can back it up with just by doing 2 minutes worth of research. So before you drop any sort of negative comment or anything like that, because people just, I don't know what it is with people these days, they think that in order to make 10 grand a month, it has to be like this super complex thing. You've got to be like this expert. And I'm telling you, like, no, it's actually much more simple than that. Not only is it much more simple than that, but I've just had a student crack going from literally 0, not an expert, no skills, no social media following, none of those prerequisite things that you think you need, like a degree, being tech savvy, a complicated funnel, thousands of dollars on ads, a big network, a large following, had none of that, and still scaled to 10 grand a month profit. In fact, I think it was actually 10 grand revenue, 10 grand profit coming up. I think his profit margins, by the way, are about, I would say probably about 90-ish%, above 90%, because he doesn't really have any software. He doesn't really need to use software or ads in order to scale that. Now, well, in order to get to where he is, to scale it, he will definitely want to use some ads, you know, to really take this stuff off. Now, like I said, I was going to create some sort of like crazy hook for you guys and be like one of those flashy marketers, and I just thought, you know what, fuck it, why don't I just basically break down how to literally, when I say literally, I mean like just follow this video and you will actually make money. If you don't want to make money, like, don't watch this video. If you do want to make money, just watch this video. It's not going to be pretty, but it's going to make you money. What it lacks in production value, it will make up in actual real life tangible value that you can put in your fucking bank and actually, you know, use that money to fix whatever you need to fix or fly wherever you want to fly. I've literally got a student on holiday flying about right now. In fact, if you don't believe me, here's my actual Instagram story. There you go. Here's one of my students literally on holiday saying, another student, you know, basically saying overseas closing deals, e-commerce clients, you know, making e-commerce clients' lives happy. Here's another dude literally, I got this 2 hours ago whilst I was making this slide, these slides for you guys. So first coaching client basically just came in from my free stuff, as in my YouTube channel. So when I say watch my videos and you will make money, this guy is sat down, soaked up these free YouTube videos I'm putting out, just like the one you're literally about to watch and what you're watching right now. And he's gonna close his first ever coaching client for free just off my YouTube channel. Now that's not bad to say that he's made $300 just by watching some YouTube videos. It's not a bad life we're living in. And I'm giving you all this stuff for free. So all I do, ask for in return, is drop a like, comment, and subscribe. You know, the whole YouTube stuff. Anyway, how to literally go from 0 to 10K a month in 4 months flat. Look, see, I've got no script on this. I'm actually stuttering as we speak. I'm actually quite excited to jump into this. And again, there you go. You will make money if you watch this video. There's a dude right there who just made some money from my YouTube channel. So first of all, I need to break down what's happened in the last, I think it's been like the last 10 to 14-ish days, or the last 2 weeks or whatever. Here's one of my students in my program. I'm not plugging the program, I'm just showing you what's going on. This is Isaac. He basically made 3 grand revenue in his first day of switching from going from low ticket to high ticket. So what he basically did was he was trying to sell some sort of school community. Basically, it was a school community with coaching on the back end, and he was trying to get people to join his school community and then upsell them into the high ticket thing. And I was like, bro, why not just go and get the high ticket thing and just make high ticket sales? It's actually much easier to sell 6 people at 1.5K than it is to sell a bunch of people on $47 a month. Now, don't get me wrong, the $47 a month, you can grow that eventually, but just get into your first 10 grand a month, bro. I'm telling you, just go and sell 7 people at 1.5K each and you'll get to 10K a month. He listened to me reluctantly, as we all have our preconceived notions and whatnot, but he basically switched from selling something for £47 a month to 1.5K, the exact same thing, the exact same structure, the exact same program, the exact same audience, the exact same niche, the exact same offer, the exact same thing. He just changed the pricing from $47 a month to 1.5K, flat fee. That's it. The reason why is because he literally even said it. I would have needed 100 new signups in 30 days to make the same money I made from just 2 signups. High ticket for the win. So a lot of you guys are kind of like misconstruing this, like getting it all twisted and stuff like that. And you're thinking, should I sell this low ticket thing first and then upsell people into my high ticket thing first? I'm just telling you, just go for something that's high ticket. The reason why is because, like I said, it takes so much more effort to get somebody to buy something from you for like $100. That would be like, let's say you've got 10 people buying something from for $100. That's only $1,000 you're gonna make. That's not life-changing money. You're not gonna be able to pay your bills with that. Most people's rents are like 2.5K or whatever it is these days, especially if you live in like London or New York. It's insane. So you've got to start pricing high ticket. One of the big changes I get everybody to make now these days is moving from low ticket to high ticket. As you can see, Isaac here did it in his very first day. Well, he did it and on his very first day, he made $3,000 in revenue from 2 people signing up for 1.5K. He has a coaching program, by the way, on becoming a remote closer, basically. Here's Knox, one of my other students. This just happened 3 days ago. I only saw this in the group chat, not like I think it was like 2 days ago. So one day after I saw this. But this is stuff that's working right now, by the way, in the last like 2 weeks. Here's another student. He went from 6 months of doing cold outreach. I'm not even joking. Like the first conversation me and Knox had was about him doing cold outreach, trying to get clients, booking in 0 calls. Nothing was working for him. And he was reluctant to come on board because he was like, I've tried everything, it doesn't work, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, bro, just calm down. The reason why it's not worked for you is because you're chasing clients instead of attracting clients. Think about it. Whenever you ever bought anything from a stranger that's actually DM'd you, and he was like, you know what, it's actually right. And then I actually hit him with the line, in fact, the very act of you booking in this call with me and getting onto my calendar, because you booked in a call with me, shows that this system actually works, because you're literally on a call thinking about signing up to my thing, having this conversation with me face to face, because I know what I'm talking about. So when I say this stuff actually really works, guys, by the way, this is like me being out of character. When I say this stuff actually really works, it really friggin' works. So he closed his first ever coaching client at $2,500 and he's expecting one more this week as well. I should follow up with him and see how that's particularly going, but he's already closed this particular client for $2,500. The biggest win is actually having the data. So now I know it works and it's profitable, which in turn is gonna allow him to dump more money into running ads. So he's running ads. Isaac did this organically, but here's the big case study I want to break down real quick. I'm pretty sure you guys have seen some of these videos on my YouTube channel. This, particularly this one in the middle, how to make your first $1,000 online in less than 14 days. So this was a case study of this dude here, Mr. Hassan here. So basically what Adam's basically done is come into my program. He tried to do Facebook ads for hair transplant clinics, just a whole traditional marketing agency. It's not worked for him for ages. And I said, why are you actually even trying to do that? And he kind of just admitted to me like, you know what, Montel, I don't actually know why I'm doing Facebook ads for hair transplant clinics. I don't even like hair transplant clinics. I don't even really know what I'm talking about when it comes to Facebook ads. And I was like, so why are you doing it? And he was like, you know what, I just don't know. I've just been listening to gurus. And they told me to basically just run some Facebook ads for random businesses. And I was like, that's where your mistake is. Then I started having a conversation with him and he basically brought forth to me that he knows how to flip cars. Like he knows how to buy cars at like a cheap price. He knows how to negotiate the deals. He knows how, his videos are very good, by the way. He's actually got a very good TikTok page that he's building right now. And like, I'm actually learning from his TikTok page. He like, one of the strategies he basically uses is when he goes to negotiate a deal with somebody on their car, he will actually lean against the car. I actually watched one of his videos. He'll lean against the car and put his hand on the car, and it kind of like displays dominance and says that, like, you know, this is my car, this car's coming with me. I didn't even know that was like I think that's called NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. I think that's what it actually stands for. Yeah, neuro-linguistic programming, which is like body language when it comes to negotiating deals and closing sales. So he actually knows his stuff, funnily enough. So that's the only prerequisite that you need. You just need to know something. That's all you need to start this business. You just need to know something. You need to just have a skill. And if you're whining and moaning having a skill, I would beg to say this to you. If that's a prerequisite to actually make 10 grand a month, don't you think that's just like the bare minimum? Of course you should be good at what you do, or at least have some sort of skill. Don't you think it would be very unrealistic for you to expect to make 10 grand a month if you're not actually good at anything ever? Like, I think that's actually called a scam. So don't do that. Yeah, you definitely don't expect to get paid 10 grand a month if you've got no skills. So to even say, the very fact of me having to say, please have a skill on camera to people in this day and age goes to show how low the barrier is these days, how really crappy, I don't want to sound offensive to any of you guys watching this, because I love every single one of you, but it goes to show you that like the barrier, and I watched Hormozi say this just literally last night, the barrier of entry just to be good at something is actually quite low. You just got to be better than most people. And most people don't want to get good at anything. They're so lazy. They just want like you to be able to click buttons on the internet and make money, which is why most people are just not going to make it. They expect this like magic formula and all this stuff. And I'm like, yo, bro, forget the flashy animations, forget the magic formulas. You just got to put in the friggin' work. So Adam, shout out to you. He's basically now gone from, and I'm pretty sure you remember him in this particular video. If you haven't, after this video that you're watching right now, go and watch this video, because I mentioned in the video these two screenshots here of him closing his very first 2 coaching clients. He actually closed 3 coaching clients, funnily enough. He closed 3 coaching clients. The very first coaching client started from zero followers, 0 expertise, only knew how to flip cars, and he wasn't even an expert in that. And I basically said to him, you know what, put together a 4-week program just helping complete beginners flip their very first car and see if you can, get that to run, get that to work. He basically was able to close 3 clients, which all came inbound to him on his first 2 weeks of doing this. So I showed people how to, basically I made a video about it saying how to make your first $1,000 a month, $1,000 online in your first 14 days. Adam actually did 1.5k British pounds in his first 2 weeks of doing that. So technically it was actually a little bit more. So now, following on from what I've said, wait, when was this? 3 months ago. This same Adam guy, the same guy you guys all watched on my YouTube channel, the same people that were commenting, oh, this stuff doesn't work, he's not an expert, blah, 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 blah. This is not gonna work for me, it's completely different, blah, blah. All those negative comments, instead of commenting all those negative stuff, you probably should have just followed what Adam was doing, because he's now gone from making that first $1,000 in his first 3 weeks to now he's made 10 grand in a single month. He's crossed making 10 grand in a single month. The same Adam I was talking about, the same car flipping guy, the same offer, the same price point, the same strategy, the same dude that started with 0 followers, the same people, the same dude, all those negative comments was talking about, oh, this doesn't work, it's a get rich quick. It's not a get rich quick. Adam just put in the work. That's all it is. In fact, this is the most common path to getting to 10 grand a month. And if you don't believe me, I'm just gonna break that down in a second and provide facts with that. So here we go on my group call. There's 4 of us on just the other day. There's Knox, there's Saf, there's Adam right here. And Adam basically just splurted out, hey Montel, I'm actually at 10 grand a month now. Just literally just splurted it out on the call. And I was like, oh my days. To be fair though, I could see that he was gonna do very, very well with this particular offer, because he's very serious about his content, building inbound leads. He's even tested out the ads, although it might have not been for him at that particular point. Now he has that cash flow to put into ads and really scale this up. So his profit margins are wild right now. Profit margins are wild. There's no delivery cost on this. There's no team member cost. There's no production cost. There's pretty much no cost in this. He doesn't even really need any software, except for a calendar software like Calendly or Acuity. So he's selling a 4-week program on how to flip your very first car if you've never flipped a car before in your life at a profit. And he gets results for people. So don't think this is just some weird thing where I'm telling you, oh, just go show people how to make money. No, go make money online and then show people how to make money online. No, it's not that. He learned a skill. He's actually good at negotiation, sales, fixing up cars, deals, talking to people, interpersonal skills, intrapersonal skills. He knows how to negotiate deals. He knows NLP. These are all skills that he overlooked himself, because typically when I say to you, what are you skilled at? You'll probably reply back with either, I don't have a skill, or I have like a bunch of different passions, but I don't know which one to pick. It's normally those 2 things. And with Adam, he did have a skill. It was just that it was in the front of his nose. What I mean by that is when I ask people what their skill is and they say they don't know, they technically do have a skill. It's just that they overlook that skill. And it took having a conversation with me directly to help him find that particular skill, which I'm glad we did, because now he's making 10 grand a month. Just to put that into perspective for you, by the way, it took me 3 entire years, me personally, it took me 3 years to go from 0 to 10 grand a month with a marketing agency. I sent thousands of cold outreach messages, thousands of cold DMs on Facebook. Well, actually, I think it was actually hundreds, multiple hundreds of DMs. I think it might have been, very close to being over 1,000 DMs on Facebook DMs. Definitely a bunch of Instagram DMs. I was doing like 20 to 30 a day Instagram DMs for literally 17 months straight or something crazy like that. I did cold calls, I did voice notes, I did video drops where I would record myself in somebody's inbox and then drop them a video, like what you can do on Instagram. I did all of that. I did fake Loom videos, I did real Loom videos, I did everything. Took me 3 years to go from 0 to 10K a month with my SMA. And the funny thing is, my first client came inbound. using LinkedIn. I've talked about this story many, many times. You guys should know this already. If you're new here, my first ever client from my marketing agency, my first ever $1,000 per month client came from posting content on LinkedIn for real estate agents, talking about Facebook ads. So he's gone from making 0 to 10 grand in 4 months flat, which I'm not too sure. Somebody do the maths on how many times less, how many magnitudes of time less is that versus me. I did it in, I think that was what's that, 36 months or something like that, 3 years. 36 months. He did it in 4 months flat. So whatever the differences between those two numbers, that's how quick we got Adam results. These clients, by the way, were all inbound through building what I like to call a hybrid personal brand, where you use organic plus paid ads together. That is the greatest strategy we've ever even just revealed or talked to people. And there's a video available on how Adam's done this. So this recorded coaching call basically is going to be available. I'm going to upload that for people that are in the upper level program. And I literally sit down and just interview Adam for like 20 to 30 minutes, just basically explaining how he's doing this, what is his strategy, and why is it that somebody like you can listen to what I'm saying, get to 10 grand a month, but then other people, when I'm saying this onto YouTube, just don't take it seriously. What's the difference there, Adam? And I literally just let him take the floor. He basically answers all the questions. And I think it's a very valuable video. So that's the same Adam we saw in this particular video. This is just a screenshot from this video, by the way. So this here is a screenshot from this video. So you can go and look to see how Adam basically got his start. I do recommend going and watching that particular video. That's the main video on my channel. Kind of blew up, got 214,000 views. Do you know what's good as well? I really loved the fact that I just documented this whole thing. I said to you guys, look, I think this is the new way to make money. It's the greatest way I've found to make money. Here's one student he just made his first 1.5K in 3 weeks flat. Or was it 2 weeks flat? 2 weeks flat or whatever it was. 3 clients in 2 weeks. And then a bunch of people were commenting like, no, this doesn't work. You have to be an expert, blah, 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 blah. Coaches. And I was like, no, it's none of that. You just learn a skill, test a skill, and then you sell that skill. Then 3 months later, instead of you just bitching about that and being negative in the comment section, you should have just followed what Adam was doing and what I was saying in the videos. Probably would have got better results doing that way. Well, Adam did anyway. And now he's gone and scaled himself to 10 grand a month. So, like I said, it took me 3 years to go from 0 to 10 grand a month with SMA. So I'm telling everybody, I think we should all start thinking about building personal brands so we can sell some sort of high ticket digital product. I call it information synthesis. You can call it whatever you want to call it. It's basically just selling an online program or information that you have, or helping somebody implement some sort of information that you have. For example, let's say you are good at go high level. Let me give you an example. In fact, this is a really good example. The guy that messaged me earlier today, I'm so glad I actually, took this screenshot. This guy here closed I thought it was $300. Excuse me, it's 300 euros, which is a little bit more than $300. But as you can see, he closed his very first coaching client. And I asked him, what is your actual niche and what do you do? Listen to how simple this is. He runs an agency and he uses Go High Level. So he's proficient at using Go High Level. So guess what he does? He just teaches other people how to use Go High Level. I'm not joking. That's literally his offer. He helps other agencies set up their Go High Level, build funnels, and that's pretty much it. I'm pretty sure there's a little bit more to his offer than that, but it's just helping beginners who don't have a clue on how to use Go High Level learn how to use Go High Level. He's just teaching Go High Level to agency owners. You see how simple that is? It's just, he has a skill at Go High Level. And I know that you're thinking, yeah, but can't you just learn Go High Level on the internet? And I'm like, yeah, you can learn how to build a rocket on the internet. You can learn how to lose weight on the internet. Yet the majority of the US population are like overweight. You can learn how to make $1 million a year on the internet. You genuinely can, but most people are broke. It's not about what you can learn on the internet for free. If it was, you'd be jacked. You'd have your dream wife, girlfriend, partner, whatever it is that you're into, and you would be a multi-millionaire, but you're not. Yet all that same information I just broke down to you on how to do all 3 of those things is on the internet for free. It's not about what's on the internet for free. I am telling you, you can literally go and learn code for free. You don't even know how to code. Well, most of you probably don't know how to code. There's going to be one guy in the comment section who knows how to code. Shout out to you, by the way. Go and teach code. If you do know how to code, go and teach code. Got you there, didn't I? So these skills, information are out there for free, but there is a small percentage of the population, which is a large, pool base of customers that we can actually grab. Those are going to be willing to actually pay for further information, that are going to take this seriously and want to work either directly with you or in a group setting with you or in some way, some sort of intimate way with you particular, in order to learn that particular skill. So that's the reason why. And by the way, I know a lot of people don't believe me when I say that this is the greatest business model, and you guys are all like, no, don't sell programs online, that's a scam, and like this thing and that thing. I just want to point you to something. I just bought Alex Hormozi's new book, by the way. I'm very late to the party. So I'm reading Alex Hormozi's. So we all love Alex Hormozi. I think we can all agree Alex Hormozi is definitely not a scam. We can. If you think Alex Hormozi is a scam, you might as well just get off the internet right now. You're just not built for the internet. Forget it. Like, go be, I don't know, get off the internet. Just get off the internet. I think we can all agree Alex Hormozi knows what he's talking about. So, and we all look up to Alex Hormozi in some way, shape or form. I definitely look up to Alex Hormozi. He's achieved some amazing things for such a young age. He's an amazing dude to listen to, and I think he will get your mind right if you listen to him. No doubt about it. I'm not glazing, I'm just explaining this guy actually knows what he's talking about. But when Alex Hormozi was in dire need to make 150K, because he had 150K in refunds, by the way, he tried a business, it flopped, he lost all of his money, and there was 150K in refunds. If you've read the book, you know what I'm talking about. Alex Hormozi didn't start SMA to make this money back. He had to make 150 grand in 30 days flat, or he was in big doo-doo. He was in doo-doo war. This guy did not start SMA. He did not offer a service. He did not do growth operating. He did not try copywriting. He did not do drop shipping products. He did not do IPGA. Do you know what Alex Hormozi relied on when his back was really against the wall? And this is what I'm trying to get across. When Alex Hormozi's back was against the wall and push came to shove, and it was really time to get down and dirty, guess what Alex Hormozi relied on to get himself out of this shit situation, this shit financial situation, this trouble? He was in hot water, and guess what he relied on? He didn't rely on any of these business models. Guess what he did rely on? He sold what he knew to a niche that he was previously in. Basically, when shit hit the fan for Mr. Alex Hormozi, the great Alex Hormozi that we all look up to, it was selling a program that saved his ass. He actually sold a program that actually saved his ass. And without selling that program, we wouldn't have the Alex Hormozi we know now. He wouldn't be the same person we know today. So conclusion, what we can conclude from this, and I'll even give you the chapters of the books. I know that you don't believe me, because I had somebody say that Alex Hormozi doesn't do ISB or information synthesis or sell a coaching program. And I'm like, he literally says it in his books. So I've actually screenshotted his books so that you can see where this guy, or what this guy was doing when shit really hit the fan. So it's all well and good talking about all these different business models, but then as soon as the shit hits the fan, you revert back to the stuff that really works. When stuff really got real for Alex Hormozi, that's when he started making some serious money. See what I'm trying to say? So conclusion, when you're ready to make some serious, real money, follow this video that I'm showing you right here. And by the way, for those that don't believe me, this is actually from $100 million Leads, his new book basically. And this is from like the very first chapter of the book. The morning after, Layla told me we had 150K in refunds and lost all of our money again. So this is when he lost his money again. Basically breaks down the entire story, ends up talking about we need to sell it as an online program. There you go. I literally even highlighted the word online program. We just cut the middlemen out and sell directly. I think I can just run ads to a sales page. There you go. Talked about ads. He didn't talk about cold outreach, did he? When you really want to make some money, what did Alex Hormozi do? He said no to services. He said no to all these other business models. He said no to doing cold outreach and cold calls. Guess what he did? He ran ads to a sales page to sell an online program. Don't be fooled. Do not be fooled by these gurus. This is how you really make money when it matters. See what I'm trying to say? So he ran ads to a landing page to sell an online program through the phone. We already have the materials. You already know how to do this. There was no, and this is important, and there won't be any cost to fulfill. No flights, no rentals. Basically, he was able to deliver the program without having to do, fly to individual gyms. That's what he was doing previously with Gym Launch. He basically started telling people, that was the first offer. The second offer that he was doing simultaneously, one was like a fitness offer, so teaching people how to get fit. That was what Layla was doing whilst he was figuring out what he should do in his time as well. So Layla was hammering the phones and trying to get and selling like a $497 program. He basically said that's not gonna, there you go. Here you go. You can actually see it right here. I'm not even going to say anything. 499. He was selling a 499 program on how to lose weight, I believe it was. And Layla was selling that on the phone. And whilst that was happening, because they were trying to, make this 150 grand back in refunds, Alex Hormozi got a phone call from a guy, one of his old clients, saying, hey, what about this gym launch thing? Have you forgot about me? He said, no, we haven't forgot about you, but we're moving in a different direction. This is what the guy responded with. I totally get it. It's on me. I can close the leads. I just don't have anybody walking through the door. I need leads. How much to show me how to launch? The word show me implies that it's not a service, it's coaching. He basically said then, I looked down at my script. This is not how it's supposed to go. I wanted to say no and hang up. Our weight loss offer was working. So he was doing a weight loss offer with Layla. That's a picture of her right there, selling that shit. Not that shit, but you know what I mean. And I didn't want any distractions. He'd already told me he was broke. So the biggest number I could think of to get him off the phone, he basically just said 6 grand. 6 grand for my program to show you how to get leads for your gym. So when shit hit the fan for Mr. Alex Hormozi that everybody listens up to and looks up to, guess what he resorted back to? What he had a gun to. This was like a gun to his head situation, and guess what he resorted back to? I think you're starting to get my point. When you want to make some real money, follow what they do, not what they say. So like I said, when the great Alex Hormozi's back was against the wall, guess what he turned to? He turned to selling a program on how to get leads and launch your gym to gym owners. And he made 215 grand in profit, which was his first month and his best month in business. His first and best month in business up to that point. And he already had experience running the ads. So he ran ads, plus he was selling a program at 6 to 10K. And that was the key for fixing Alex Hormozi's worst financial situation ever. If that doesn't speak volumes, then I don't know what will. I just don't know what will. The pages are there. Go and read the book. If you don't believe me, come back and say, sorry, Montel, for ever, cussing programs and selling programs. The great Alex Hormozi literally got himself out of this situation because of programs. There you go. So you can go read this. He did 215K in profit in his very first 30 days, which is absolutely crazy. There's no mention of done for you offers in this. There's no mention of AI. There's no mention of doing cold calls, cold emails to get clients or anything like that. The solution was he ran ads, posted content, and asked for referrals to sell a 6 to 10 grand program on how to get leads, and made 215K in profit in 30 days so he could pay off the 150K in refunds. If that doesn't speak volumes, then I don't know what does. Now, I'm just going to give you some names that are doing this, because again, you probably won't even believe that I took that from that book. There's so many people that just don't believe what I'm trying to say is true. And they'll try to disprove me in any way, shape, or form. I'm just going to show you the proof. Let's take a look at some of these names. So to replicate these guys, don't listen to these guys. Replicate what they say. What they do, excuse me. Alex Hormozi, when shit hit the fan, what did he do? He sold a 6 grand program, 6 to 10 grand program. These dudes, pretty much every single one of these dudes got wealthy, or they made the majority of their wealth selling programs. It's either they directly made their majority of their wealth selling a program, or a service disguised as a program, or they sold some sort of information, mastermind, coaching, programs, or they made the majority of or their bulk of wealth, initial wealth anyway, from selling programs. And I can name pretty much and I'm pretty sure you know pretty much every single one of these dudes on this board right here. Learn a skill, test a skill on your damn self, and then sell that skill back to people who look just like you before you had the skill. That is the secret to getting to 10 grand a month. And I'll give you some names. Sam Ovens, he did this with consulting.com. Alex Hormozi, we just broke that down a second ago. Russell Brunson actually started off, his first ever business was how to build a potato gun, which was very random, to be honest with you. Still made that into a 6-figure business apparently, which is absolutely insane. I'll maybe do a video on that on another day. But realistically, when you buy ClickFunnels, what he actually decided to do was he taught people how to build funnels and how to drive traffic to a funnel, and then he upsold ClickFunnels, but he was selling the information first. He sold a program for, I think it was like $2,000, sold a $2,000 program, and on the back end, he upsold you ClickFunnels. So technically, Russell Brunson was actually selling programs. It was just that ClickFunnels was the funnel builder he obviously recommended, and he just so happened to own the company, of course. Alex Becker, We all know he sold online programs. Charlie Morgan selling online program right now. I think it's called Easy Grow. I think it's like $9,000 or whatever it is. Mr. Iman Gadji, I don't even need to say anything about Mr. Iman Gadji. His net worth is crazy. He sold online programs. Dean Graciosi, I believe that's how you pronounce his second name, online programs. Tony Robbins, he's notorious for selling online programs. Dan Henry, selling online programs. Grant Cardone, selling online programs. By the way, these guys, some of these guys' net worths, like for example, Grant Cardone's net worth is like 750 million. That's not no joke number. Craig Ballantyne, online programs. Dan Kennedy, technically I don't think he sells, well, he technically does sell information, but he's made the bulk of his money just being a consultant, which is basically just a coach, B2B style, for other marketing people. So he showed people how to write ads, write copy, advertise, direct response marketing. Absolutely love Dan Kennedy. In fact, you know what? I'm not trying to cuss any of these guys, because without them, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. These guys have been revolutionary in what we know and the information we have now, especially some of the big names like Tony Robbins and Grant Cardone and Dan Kennedy. You get the point. But these guys are all getting rich, or made the majority of their money from, or the majority of their initial money from, because don't forget, some of these guys now own softwares and other businesses like acquisition businesses and all that other stuff. But the majority of their initial wealth, the bulk of it that allowed them to do what they do now, you know, own all these softwares and all that crazy stuff, came from selling online programs. So you need to reframe how you think about online programs. Now, let me talk to you about some of the highest paid skills you can actually learn so you can make money for yourself, either directly or, so you can make money either for yourself directly, and you've got to kind of, let me explain this. So there are three kind of like main areas, right, that you need to help somebody in their life, help them make a transformation in these three key areas. And if you do so, you will make a lot of money. And these are, you need to help somebody either with their health, finance / money. So excuse me, their wealth, finances or money, their health and fitness, and their love and relationships. So I've drawn it out in a triangle here. So the reason why I say this is because a lot of you guys watch my videos and then you're like, Montel, so does that mean I need to make money online and then teach people just for the sake of teaching people how to make money online? And I'm saying, no, that's not what you need to do. You don't need to have, you don't need to be, or don't need to have a make money, you don't need to become like this make money online guru for this to work. So don't try, and this is what I keep seeing people do. They try to build a marketing agency, not because they want to build a marketing agency, but because they want to sell a course on how to build a marketing agency. And don't get me wrong, I did that, but that was only because, and that was only after, should I say, I'd already successfully scaled a marketing agency. Not only that, but that was actually the thing that I was doing. I was just doing this from ages ago. I was doing this back in 2018. You know what I mean? Some of these gurus weren't even around back then. I was doing this back in 2018, talking about marketing agency stuff and trying to grow my own marketing agency. I've been in this game for ages. So I'm tired of seeing people think that you need to start some sort of business and scale it just so that you can sell a program on how to scale one of those businesses too. Don't do that, but there is a caveat, unless you've already actually done that successfully. What I mean by that is, don't just go and start like a random business just solely for the fact that you try and go and sell a program on how to start one of those businesses. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, actually take a skill that you're good at and teach that. That's what I'm trying to say. Now, I also want to show you that you kind of can do what I like to call linking. So I was on a group call. It was actually the group call after this particular group call right here. So I was on a group call with my students. We do like a weekly group call, like accountability call, so nobody kind of like falls off and falls through the cracks, right? So I came up with this term called linking. Linking is where you take a transformation that's not necessarily one of these three key areas. Because again, these are the three key areas you want to help people with. Either you want to help them make more money, or save more money, or something to do with finances in some way, shape, or form. You want to, or you want to help them with their love and relationships, or you want to help them with their health and fitness in some way, shape, or form. Now, there are some niches, such as quitting smoking weed, that you can't really charge a lot of money for on its own. So what I've come up with and what I've started teaching people in my program, and the term I like to use is called linking. It's where you link a unrelated skill to either one of these three key areas, and you link it to one of those areas. Let me give you an example. helping somebody quit smoking weed isn't necessarily gonna warrant you being able to charge like 8 grand on a program for that. Like, I don't think many people are gonna charge 8 or willing to spend 8 grand on a program or 6 grand on a program. However, if you position it a little bit different by linking the act of not smoking weed to building productivity for, restoring your productivity for online business owners or just business owners in general, or successful people in general, then now you can start warranting being able to charge 6 grand for it. Let me break this down for you. And I'll show you an example of this right here. Here's a guy called Sober Leon. I've mentioned this guy on my channel before. I am not affiliated with this guy in any way, shape or form. I don't know him. We've never spoke at all. I just think he's doing a very good job and he's a very good guy to kind of use as a case study. This guy basically helps people quit alcohol, right? So your skill might be something kind of not correlated to making money. But look how Sober Leon has been able to link making alcohol or quitting alcohol with making money. So he's linked quitting alcohol with making money. So now he can charge 8 grand for his program. By the way, this guy charges about 8 grand for his program on how to quit alcohol, I believe it is. And take a look at this. The way how he's done it is he's positioned it to a different niche. Instead of just helping everybody quit alcohol, he helps business owners and professionals get control of their drinking in as little as 48 hours. And the craziest thing is, some of you, if I just told you his program was 8 grand a month, you probably 8 grand in flat fee, you would have turned your head up to that, and your nose up to that. And you'd be like, how on earth is this guy able to charge 8 grand on a fucking program that just teaches people how to quit alcohol? That's a scam, that's a scam, that's a scam. Nobody's gonna pay that. Here's the thing. The way how he's positioned it increases its perceived value to the right people. I'm gonna say that one more time. The way how he's positioned it increases its perceived value to the right people. And the people here that he's speaking to are business owners and professionals. Think about it. If you're a business owner and you're going out copying bottles like an absolute madman, like young Andrew Tate back in the day, and you're popping bottles and you're going to all these fancy clubs and you're spending like 5 grand on alcohol and you're a successful business owner, well, first of all, that eventually is going to start hurting the bank. Even if it doesn't, what it does do is it takes your focus away. Because if you're waking up hungover, and believe me, I've been there, I've spent like 5 grand in the club, believe me. I've been to some of the best clubs, some of the football, some footballers you wouldn't even believe. You see on TV pretty much every day. I've been in these clubs, some of these famous Instagram models. I've been around all, not to brag, but I know what it's like. Going to these clubs and spending like 5 grand in a night, and then waking up with an absolute banging headache, and then missing work, and then having brain fog for the rest of the week, and your productivity goes to shit, and then your focus goes to shit, and your decision making goes to shit, and so your business goes to shit. I am telling you, the way how Sober Leon has positioned this and his offer is absolutely genius. He's positioned it to business owners and high achievers because he knows if he can help them quit drinking alcohol, they're going to save money on the front end, which means you don't need to spend no more money on these stupid outgoings. Like going to the club and spending 5 grand is stupid. But it's also going to help you and refrain from you having to wake up depressed, hungover, curled up in a ball, regretting your decisions, which in turn is going to stop you from having brain fog, which in turn is going to make you more focused at work and much more sharp, so you can make more financial decisions or better financial decisions, or just decisions in your business in general, which in turn is going to improve your business. So if I can help a business owner quit drinking alcohol, so this is what Sober Leon was probably thinking in his head. If I can help a business owner quit drinking alcohol and they can be 50% more productive, they'll get 50% more done. If they can get 50% more done, that might raise their entire profits of the business by 10, 20%, which warrants the 8K of my program. Now it makes sense to do so. If you're a business owner, you're making 200, 300, 500 grand let's say a month or whatever it is, or a year, whatever it is, and you can increase your business by 20%. That's a big jump. If you're making 500 grand a year, 20% of that is extra 100 grand. So now it makes his 8 grand seem small. Make an extra 100 grand by helping you quit drinking alcohol. That's one of the hidden benefits of quitting drinking alcohol. You're more focused. And he's talking to business owners. If I can help you make that 20% increase to your business, it's extra 100 grand a year. What's 100 grand versus 8 grand? Would you pay 8 grand to make back 100 grand more? Or 92 grand more in profit? Of course you would. Not only that, but it's a business expense as well. It's a business expense. So What he's been able to do is basically take an indirect thing such as drinking alcohol, and he's, instead of just helping anybody and everybody quit drinking alcohol, no, like most people in the general population aren't going to be able to afford $8,000 for a program. However, what he's done is he's positioned it to business owners. And it's not a make money online thing, by the way. It's indirect. I'm just going to help you quit drinking alcohol. And it's up to you to take those extra hours that you're able to focus now and put it back into your business. So now it's going to warrant you being able to make more money because you can focus more. So when you're doing this coaching stuff and ISB or whatever you want to call it, sending a high ticket digital program is what I'd like to call it. Your transformation needs to link back to helping people achieve or improve in one of these three areas: money, health and fitness, love and relationships. Or it can be a combination of the three, of course. Because when you quit drinking alcohol, obviously your relationship goes back up, your health obviously goes back up, your money goes back up, your focus goes back up, your business goes back up, your overall life goes back up. Believe me, I know. I'm actually 11 months sober today, so round of applause to me. Your transformation needs to link back to helping people achieve one of these three areas. For example, quitting alcohol obviously has health benefits, but you will struggle to sell an $8,000 program on its own unless you use what I like to call linking. Linking, again, is you need to link it back to one of the three key areas. So Sober Leon has linked quitting alcohol with CEOs and business professionals. Let me give you an example. Quitting alcohol equals less money spent and no brain fog, which allows you to focus more and be more productive, which allows you to make better decisions in business, which will bring more opportunity, which will lead to making more money and saving more money. So if I can help a CEO get their brain health back to 100%, they will make more money as a byproduct of quitting alcohol because they are going to be able to perform 50% better, which in turn makes his $8,000 price for his program sound like a steal. You see, if I just went up to you and said, hey, this guy sells a program for $8,000 on quitting alcohol, you'd be like, what on earth? That's a scam. Straight away, you'd just say a scam, instantaneously. But then if I started explaining, oh, he actually works with business owners that are high level and they're trying to optimize their health, and by helping them quit drinking alcohol, it removes baggage from their life, brain fog, helps them be productive, which in turn can increase their business by 50%. Then you'd be like, oh, okay, I see now. That does actually make sense. If a business owner is making $1 million a year and they increase their business by even 10% by quitting, just by removing alcohol from their life, then yes, they'll make an extra $100,000 a year, which, you know, $8,000 to do that is child's play. Now you're starting to see why the $8,000 is warranted and why you can charge $8,000. So he's been able to link something that is unrelated to making money to making money. Quitting alcohol alone doesn't necessarily mean you directly make more money. You don't just quit alcohol and then you start becoming a millionaire at all. But what he's been able to do through his marketing and through what he says in his VSLs is that, like, you know, on one of his sales arguments, I believe would be, if you can quit alcohol as a business owner, you can increase your business, which in turn will make you more money. Therefore, now he's able to charge that $8,000 from a program because it sounds like a steal. I hope that absolutely makes sense. And by the way, by following everything I've said on this particular sheet, not only have I been able to do this myself and make over $1.1 million online at this particular point, but now I'm actually starting again from a completely new company from scratch, which is I'm starting a proper e-learning company at this particular point. This is not a pitch, by the way. I'm just explaining my new direction and starting this next week. So I took the month off in May, completely took the month off. I even went on holiday, didn't even post on YouTube or anything like that. It's my brother's birthday as well. And I'm launching a new company called buildyourleverage.com. And what we want to do is we want to help, and again, this is not a pitch, but this is the direction I'm going in. I want to help existing coaches that are stuck between like 2 to like 6K-ish per month, maybe even like 10 grand a month. And I want to help them get them past like 10 grand a month consistently, 20 grand a month consistently, 30 grand a month consistently. And the way how we do this is kind of like through a myriad of ways. Number one is we help them with their offer, their traffic, and their service. With their offer, what I want to help people do, just like I showed you with Isaac, is I want to help them go from a low ticket offer to a high ticket offer, showing you how to position that, and I call it linking. We position your offer to different people, and we include linking. So if you help people dress better, or you're an image consultant or image coach, you can't just sell people on the idea of dressing better. You need to sell business owners on dressing better, which will lead them to making more money and business opportunities in the future. You dress the part, you feel the part. You feel the part, you exude confidence. You exude confidence, you're much more, people can pick that up, that vibe, that energy, which leads to more business opportunities. which even if it leads to one more business deal, that might be a 20 grand deal. My 2 grand program is no longer it's a no-brainer. See what I'm trying to say? That's called linking. I call it linking. So offer from low ticket to high ticket. Traffic, we go from organic. I'm gonna help you go from organic, because organic makes your business go up and down, up and down, up and down. As you can see from my Stripe account, up and down, up and down, up and down. You don't want to rely on organic traffic. When you stop, it goes back up. And you want to rely on paid ads. So cheap paid ads plus organic is actually the key here. So these are the 3 things we want to help people with. Offer from low ticket to high ticket, traffic from organic to paid ads, plus a little bit of organic. The service, your service, we're going to show you how to go from one-to-one coaching to showing you how to go from one-to-one coaching, which takes a lot of time, to showing you how to build a no-team high-ticket digital product. So high-ticket digital product or high-ticket digital service. And I'm going to help you do this and scale this through 2 different methods. We're going to do this through the cross-pollination funnel, which is amazing for beginners with like 1K in ad spend. And then we're going to do it through the second funnel, which is called the 7-hour funnel. This is actually something that I really, really want to keep secret. I've called it the 7-hour funnel. I've also got a second name for it. I might tell you what it is. All right, cool. I call it the reverse VSL funnel, which is amazing from going from like 10 grand a month to like 30 grand a month. I'm telling you, it's one of the quickest ways you can actually scale any business. So these 2 funnels, I'm telling you, if you're a coach, a course creator, a consultant, you're trying to sell information and you're doing already 2 grand a month, or at least you have some sort of offer that you've at least sold one time, even if it's low ticket, I'm going to show you how to revamp it. Go from a low ticket offer to a high ticket offer. Then I'm going to show you how to go from organic traffic to paid traffic, because it's much more reliable that way. And I'm going to show you how to go from one-to-one coaching and deliver it like one-to-one style to selling it as a high ticket digital program that you can sell for at least 2,500 and more. So that's what we're going to be doing basically at my new company, which I'm starting from scratch next week. So you guys wish me luck. I'll be giving you guys an update. It feels weird starting from scratch and starting all again. But I've already made $1.1 million online doing this stuff. So I'm pretty sure I know what I'm doing at this particular point. And this is my next company, the new company I'm going to be focusing on for the next 5 years or something like that. So it's going to be very boring building the company up. I won't say it's boring. It's like my passion project. But you get the point. I'm just waffling now. But that's basically how you go about scaling to 10 grand a month in 4 months flat, guys. Honestly, just go watch my YouTube content, follow these people online, find them online, read Alex Hormozi's book and really dig deep into what actually made him money. Look into all these dudes' businesses and see what they're doing. I'm telling you, stop following what they say and watch what they actually do. And this is how you basically do it, guys. So hope that was helpful. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to drop a like, comment, subscribe. Peace.